Apurva Dikha, thank you so much for joining us at the Chennai Storytelling Festival 2022. Please please introduce yourself fully and tell us about your work, and please tell us a story.
Hi everyone, I'm Apurva from New Delhi, India. I'm an educator for young children. I'm a storyteller and I'm currently studying for my master's in social work counseling at Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Guwahati campus. And I think there's a story in the room that's shy to come out. So for that, can we make some space? So whoever can switch on their camera, can we make some space for the story to enter our space? Let's make some space for the story. Yes. And let's tell the story that this is a fluid space, so it's okay to flow. It's okay to flow. Yes, Jess. Yes, like that. Let's make some space and be connected with the river that's inside of us. Let's invite the story in. And from the waves of the river Ganges in ancient India emerged a beautiful young woman, the embodied spirit of the river Ganga. A dolphin was looking at her curiously, so she initiated a deep small talk. Paradoxical, isn't it? Well, a lot about this river is a paradox. Well, you know, she lives with a curse and a boon. The curse that many toxins will flow through her waters, but a boon that she would still be eternally pure. Well, the dolphin was quite curious and she asked, "Hey, who are you? And what do you stand for?" Hi, I'm Ganga. Oh, well, honey, you're more than your name. Always remember that. And I'm telling you from my years of research on this human behavior that these humans have become quite woke these days. So you must know what you stand for. I see. I mean, river. I am Ganga. And I stand for love, for myself and others. What about you, wise fellow? Well, my name is Dr. Dolphin, and I stand for kindness and hugs for myself and others. So let's give ourselves a hug. Let's give ourselves a hug. And Ganga and the dolphin hugged. And Ganga went into the human world with that hug. Oh, she saw a man. And the man saw her too. Hi, I'm Ganga. Oh, my name is Ganga. And I stand for love, for myself and others. What about you? Hey, I am King Shantanu. And I stand for love, for myself and others too. Dear Ganga, I've never met someone like you before. Oh, and I've never met someone like you before too. Now, Shantanu had met many people. Yet, he did not meet anyone like Ganga. There is no one like Ganga. But Ganga, in her life, she met only one person, him. They both thought that they were at the same page, but weren't they chapters apart? Yet, Shantanu asked, Ganga, on the grounds of love that we both stand for, will you marry me? Will you take me as your husband? That was quick. Well, I shall not take anyone as my husband, for I am not a cattle to be in husbandry. However, till you can hold the promise to be in equity as a partner, resonating love, respecting my voice, without accusing and questioning my decisions and boundaries, I can take you with love, my love. It's a yes. A river moved inside Shantanu. He couldn't be happier. They couldn't be happier. And they did form a union. With mutual consent and love flowed. And so did laughter. A lot of laughter. And soon, Ganga gave birth to a prince. Oh! Oh! Ganga's son couldn't stop crying. But she knew just the thing to do. So Ganga took him to her river banks. The river took the prince in her lap. And he laughed. He took to the river too. Now King Shantanu found this strange. Where's my son? Your Majesty, we're sorry, but the prince took to the river. Then? Well then. One baby, two babies, three babies, four, five babies, six babies, seven, and one more. Oh, little darlings, come to mommy, into her waters, sleep peacefully, sleep safe and sound till you can't hear a sound, sound or no sound, but you will be found forever alive, forever free. Sleep, little darling, come to mommy. Ganga, what do you think you're doing with the children? You're drowning them. Huh? Drowning? What? 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 As Shantanu questioned Ganga and broke his vows, A tear ran down Ganga's cheeks, and she broke down into 1,000 water streams. Shantanu was losing his Ganga, and Ganga was losing herself. And then she remembered something. She's more than her name. She took a deep breath and cried more tears. But these were tears of peace. Eventually, Ganga flowed, and Shantanu moved on. They moved on. Shantanu found someone else to marry and love, and Ganga, in her waters, found herself. As the wise dolphin swam in her waters, the water spoke to her, at times healing and growing, needs growing apart. Ah, and then Ganga flowed and flowed and loved. Ah, ah, ah. Come, little darling, come back to me into her waters, sleep peacefully. And she did.
You're brilliant, Apurva.
Yes, that was wonderful. So Apurva, what, in your words, what do you really get from that story? What do you connect with in that story?
That sometimes we do have our reasons, and it's not easy to also grow apart. And it's tough, and it's like drop by drop, you become a river like Ganga. But you need to lose yourself to finally find your true self. And like Ganga did find her true self in her waters, as she lost her embodied self. Hmm.
And I guess that's just a process that happens again and again and again in life, right? Even for old people like me, we'll lose ourselves temporarily, then we'll find ourselves again.
Yeah. And even the embodiment of Ganga as a human was again some transformation from her waters, how she wanted to maybe go on a new adventure and be be her embodied self as a human. But then, yes, Eric, as you're saying, that we again and again find ourselves and lose ourselves. But in the end, I think we all do find our true selves and lose our true selves, and then again find ourselves.
From something to nothing, and then from nothing to something again.
Well, in terms of the life passage, it used to be thought that, in our late teens or 20s, we hopefully find ourselves and we study, we prepare for a career in that field. And then in our 20s and 30s, we settle into it. And then maybe we have a midlife crisis if we didn't, if it doesn't stick. We feel it's hollow. We're just going through the motions, and then we have our midlife crisis in our 30s or 40s and readjust. But now I think it's just an ongoing process. I don't think it makes any difference. 20s, 30s, 40s. Some people, everyone's experience is different.
Yeah. And I think it's that moment when we truly think that, oh, we found ourselves. Then the real theater of life comes in and says, have you? And then we do a question that, have we? Yeah.
Well, professionally, vocationally, I think many of us do, settle into something, or a combination of things. See, I'm in contact with many people who are involved with the arts, education, journalism, and therapy as a therapist, you see? So that combination, and they're also a nutritionist. So that combination of things, it may work out slightly differently in different situations, but they have a cluster of interests which work together.
Yeah, and I think doesn't that comes out of what we stand for ourselves and others. If we can find that out, so maybe, yeah, it really guides our transformations as well.
I love the style of your narration, Apurva. The very beginning of it and the way you created the space for the story and for our attention initially. Cleared the space and let the attention arrive and let the story begin. It was such a beautiful flow.
Oh, I think you created that too, because I think we all created the space. And yeah, well, stories find us. That's what Eric also says, no, that how the muse gives us the stories. So yeah, thanks for saying that.
You do have a very relaxed, joyful way of telling. At your stage presence.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's the magic of Ganga. She is a healing river, and I do love to talk about her. And she can heal us because she knows a lot of hurt, and she carries so much water in herself.
You said it.
Our inner water that flows. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.